Hello, my name is Nishi Pulugurtha, and I am an academic author, a poet, translator, editor based in Kolkata. And I would like to thank Afsar Mohammad Garu for giving me this opportunity to talk about my new book. A big thank you also to Saranga magazine, with which I have been associated for some years now. And the book that I would like to talk about in this video is called The Inheritance of Taste, Recipes from a Telugu Kitchen in Calcutta. The book has been published by Readomania. The book has been published in the month of May 2026. And this is a book which is about food, but it is also about cultural memory. The book has 120 recipes from a Telugu kitchen in Calcutta, my mother's kitchen and my kitchen as well. And apart from the recipes that form staple of our kitchen, the book also has stories, anecdotes of my growing up in Calcutta. It has stories of a Telugu family that made Calcutta their home. So it talks about the assimilation, the amalgamations that are part of our lives. And the book is divided into several sections like tiffins, curries, vegetable dishes, curries with lentils, dals, charu or rasam, pulsu, pachadi, rice dishes, podis, festive eats, badiyalu, oragailu, and a small section called miscellaneous. And each of these sections begins with a brief kind of note on what the nature of the recipes in each section are about. For instance, the first one, which is tiffins, this is how it goes. This section features recipes for some snacks which are often referred to as tiffin items. They are dishes that are mostly breakfast items but could do well for dinner as well. Some of them are nice evening snacks too. They have always been an essential part of my lunch box, which we called a tiffin box. Some of them are easy to make, but quite a few require prior preparation, and most of them are well known as South Indian snacks or dishes and are extremely popular. For instance, idli and dosa, but it has a long list. And then I go on. Each item, each recipe is preceded with a story which has to do with my family, with our experiences in Calcutta. For instance, it talks about my mother's experiments with cooking, because when my mother came to Kolkata, she didn't know how to cook, and the way in which she tried to find her way through a new kitchen and a new city completely. The book also gives a brief idea about my mother and my father, who moved to Calcutta in the 60s, and my mother, who got married and came to Calcutta, and the way in which both my parents and me and my sister as well assimilated into Calcutta. We became a part of Calcutta, and Calcutta is an important part of our lives. This is what we call home. It talks about several people who became a very important part of our lives, of our family, and it goes on to talk about each of these recipes, which are so much an integral part of my mother's kitchen and my kitchen even today. And as I note right at the beginning, though I use the word Telugu kitchen in Calcutta, of course using the word Telugu cuisine is problematic because it is not a homogeneous one. There are several different variations of several of the recipes that one finds in the book. And so this is something that the book is about. And the book has been in the making for quite some time. It began during the pandemic months when friends were asking me to share recipes that they could try out at home. And that was when I began to share. But I went on to do social media posts where I shared the recipe, shared a picture of the recipe, but also shared anecdotes that had to do with my family and our life in Calcutta. And a friend, a classmate from my university days, was the first to point out to me that he saw the beginnings of a book in my first social media post on this subject. And Shomojit Basu, who is with the Times of India in Delhi, gets the credit for the germ of this idea, which later on went to become this book. The book is available on the Readomania site. It is available as an e-book. It is available on Amazon as well. And I'm sure many of you who might be interested in experimenting, in trying to improvise, find out new ways of cooking, and also those of you who would be interested in finding out about culture, about ideas of language, memory, identity, because all these ideas are present in the book. They form an integral part of the book. And I have often been asked if I had all the recipes written down somewhere, and I need to mention that each of these recipes which find their way into this book were recipes that were part of our kitchen, my mother's kitchen and my kitchen here in Calcutta. This is something that I still make these days. So none of these recipes were written down, and so I just went back to kind of writing them down from memory, from the way it has been passed down from my mother to me. And it went on to become this particular book. So as I would say, it's not just a book about recipes, but it is a book that talks about inheritance. It is a book that talks about resilience. It's a book that talks about memory. It's a book that talks about life using food. And I hope readers would enjoy reading the book, and just as I enjoyed writing and revisiting several elements that went on to become this book. Thank you so much.